thing, it said, like, there are more people playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 right now than there are people playing... Well, like, the old Star Wars Battlefront 2 than there are people playing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
No, I noticed that. It was because the beta's going on right now, and I noticed, like... What was it, like 3 million people playing?
Something like that.
Marvel has, like, 3,000.
Yeah.
Welcome to Social Hub 2.
Back. Yay!
It's been a little bit.
It's been a little bit.
How you doing?
I'm pretty good. Yeah. Started playing Cuphead.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
First, we gotta say that Mickey isn't here because his phone's trash. No, again, I texted him. You want to record the podcast tomorrow? I don't get a response today. He's like, I send him, hey, did you get my message? Shit. Or sorry, no. I quote, well, my phone is shut.
And then he
Shit.
Shit. Yeah.
Oh god.
Anyway, welcome back.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Been a little bit.
Been a little bit since last time. We talked about E3 last time.
But you know me, Sam here's fighting game chemist.
Nick, lead scientist or whatever it is.
Head scientist.
It's
gonna be a running joke now. You keep forgetting
that. Is it recording?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like the audio track's moving though.
It is.
Is it?
You're right. It is.
Oh, it is. Okay. I'm used to having it.
Sorry, I didn't have it all the way up because it's not tracking.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine tracks all the time. Never mind. Okay, I'll shut up.
I figured that out.
Anyway, what do we talk about today, Sam?
Well, I was gonna bring this up on a frame data episode, but I felt like an hour-long frame data wouldn't do it. So, okay, we're here. Just last time we talked about E3 news, but I feel like the podcast would be appropriate to just talk about Marvel. And when Marvel, I mean Marvel Infinite.
Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which has been out for
3 weeks now.
3 weeks now.
Almost 3. Now it would be 3.5.
Okay, so it's almost been out for a month.
Yes.
Just about.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
And I will just say right now, no problems with the game to me. I am having so much fun. Forget the story mode exists, but I'm having so much fun.
Forget the story mode, forget the UI, forget everything except the gameplay. I don't own the game, so I haven't had enough time to get deeper into the fighting games because you know this. I'm not as devoted to fighting games as you are.
No.
You have been your entire life. I like them, but I'm not religious to them in any way.
That's my whole thing. I'm the fighting game chemist of Pipe Labs.
Mm-hmm. But no, the few matches we played were really fun. I had almost no idea what some of my combos were doing, but holy shit.
Well,
they were
you said you preferred the button layout over Marvel 3.
I did. It was a lot simpler. Marvel 3 was
Well, Marvel 3 used, it was a 4-button fighting game too, but I say it's technically 3. It used light, medium, heavy, special.
Yeah.
Actually, just for reference.
Yeah, get to it.
Yeah, light, medium, heavy, special.
Yeah, I remember that. In Marvel Infinite, it's light punch, heavy punch, light kick, heavy kick.
Yeah, it's using the Marvel 2 layout.
And to use your launch, you have to crouch and then use heavy punch, and that's your launching attack.
Yeah, because in Marvel 2, it was either, Venom in Marvel 2, his launcher was just heavy punch.
Oh, wow.
And I like how they've switched to that, so you don't, in Marvel 3, it was always the problem where, people always call Marvel vs. Capcom the dial combo game, because you would, in Marvel 2 and 3, you would end up doing the same thing.
Yeah.
For most characters, unless you knew... Strider in Marvel 2, for instance, had Graham, which is the long-range swipe.
Yeah.
You would do that, and you would get, a long-range juggle, which I learned in Marvel Infinite.
That's great. That's great.
You do that kind of stuff, and that opens up more combo possibilities. And I get what they're trying to do with Infinite, but it feels a bit how should I put this? Because they're trying to make it accessible.
Okay.
And I'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But
they added. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, but to open this up. It's been out for 3.5 weeks now. And
right.
Probably by the time this will be up 4 weeks. In turn a month. And okay, so when the game came out, we had fun. Mm-hmm. We played matches, and honestly, gameplay is 10 out of 10. There's honestly nothing wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
People comparing it to You remember Tatsunoko versus Capcom?
Yeah, I
the
only
one
played
on
it,
the Wii.
Yeah, I only played it like once.
Capturing best guy.
Yeah.
People are comparing it to that a lot, and they're like, "Oh, I should buy this. I'm just gonna get Tatsunoko." Well, like, you can't active switch in Tatsunoko because if you tag in Tatsunoko, it's just they'll come out from the corner, and go,
Yep. I'm here now.
they'll just strike a pose and able to get hit. It's Marvel 2, except 2v2.
Yep.
That's how I see it. But the tag system is godlike. Like, there's like so many. Okay, good example. Ultron has that move where he grabs you and he puts you in the air and then shoots you with a laser. It's like air command grab.
Yeah.
I figured a thing where you can tag before the animation starts, so Strider will come in while Ultron's doing the grab animation. And I do Strider's detonate, which a bird comes in and drops a bomb. I think you know where this is going. You will, after Ultron's grab, the guy will do a wall bounce and fall into the bomb. And then I could do an air juggle with Strider.
Oh,
and it was like 50%, and it's great.
Sweet baby Jesus.
It's stuff like that that makes it feel like a Marvel game. And it's
just
amazing.
Ridiculously huge freeform combos.
Yes.
And that's what Marvel's all about.
Exactly.
So when it comes to the gameplay, Marvel Infinite is slam dunk.
Yes.
They got that down. They got everything that Marvel is about, the combos.
The whole thing about a Marvel game is supposed to be broken.
Yeah, it's supposed to be ridiculous, out-of-this-world combos. And I think they really nailed that with Marvel Infinite.
Yeah, I honestly go as far to say it probably... I'm not going to say it tops 2, but it does top 3 in terms of ridiculousness.
Mm-hmm.
Because the stones... Those are fantastic.
The stones change the game, honestly. People, I don't know, even my first glance with the stones, I was like, it's just an extra mechanic, kind of probably going to be really simple, really stupid, gonna forget about it. No, they're fucking wild. Thanos and Time Stone is the best thing in the world.
Lawbreaker!
Because just for example, the Time Stone lets you do, like, infinite combos. Like, if you've ever played, what's it called in like Project M, Turbo mode? I think that's kind of how I'd compare it to. It's the only thing I can really think of.
The only good mode.
The only good mode. It's the only thing I could really.
Well, the only mode I had fun with. But continue.
It's the only thing I could really compare the Time Stone to. Basically, you activate it and anything combos with anything, which means you can just. With most characters, you can just heavy punch, heavy punch, heavy punch, heavy punch, heavy punch, heavy punch. Level 3.
Yeah, if a character has a normal that moves. They could keep repeating that. Yeah. Like Thanos' heavy punch. Dante's heavy punch. Strider's heavy kick.
Also, if you use the stone's super abilities, the super abilities of the stones, you actually get a free level 3. But it destroys your entire stone meter.
Which is crazy because people have found out like dual like level 3 combos. Mm-hmm. Like Zero. He
Two level 3s.
Yeah, he has the only level 3 that's a projectile, so...
2 of them.
Yeah.
You use 1 level 3 off of your
bar,
your stone, and your bar.
Yeah, it's wild.
So the stones really do change the game.
It's also become like okay, what would you say is your favorite stone? Probably the Time Stone, but like
Time Stone because I play Thanos.
Okay, but what would you say is probably the best one in your opinion out of the 6? Because you got the Power Stone, which is for combo extension. Time Stone is for mobility. The Reality Stone is for cheap fucks who can't play neutral. Yeah. You got the Mind Stone, which is command grab meter, and then Soul, which is resurrection.
Soul, I used Soul first a lot.
I went Space for Shame Cube.
Space, okay, the Shame Cube is good, but you got to know what you're doing if you're going to use the Shame Cube, which is the Space Stone.
Yeah.
The standard of Space Stone ability is pretty interesting. You pull the enemy towards you, which, if they're not expecting it, can really fuck them up. But if you use it wrong, you can end up pulling them into you and end up getting hit in the dick.
I always like doing this online where I tend to switch off from the Space and Time Stone, and what I like to do with Ultron starting as my point character with Space, as soon as the match starts, Space Stone grab!
That's awesome. Oh, that's great, that's great.
Or, what's even better is that, because Frank's level 3 is a command grab, I've seen someone online do a combo into a reset Space Stone level 3. It's great.
But, I don't know, somewhere, personally, I'd say the Time Stone.
Mm-hmm.
maybe the Soul Stone. Lawbreaker. Just having 2 people on screen, it's really epic, and just you can do 2 like level 1 or level 2 supers at the same time, which is insane. Like, you can do, like, when I play Thanos and Ryu, and I do 2 level 1s with the Soul Stone, it's just fucking Hadouken going one way. Oh, I forget the name of it.
You're all fat.
He goes, you're all fat, and he shoots the lasers up and fucking cross the beams.
I don't know what the hell. Okay, in Thanos' level 1's beams, it's a beam super that angles up. And I don't know what he says. It's either you're all fast, but let's all agree right now, you're all fat. And then he shoots the lasers.
You're all fat.
And then he goes, final judgment.
Final judgment.
You're all fat.
You're all fat. Final judgment, you're fat.
So just imagine that with Rio going, oh no, okay!
I don't know, but okay, from what I've seen though, I would say that most people would agree that the Reality Stone, sadly, is the best fucking stone. Because it's just so ridiculous what you can do. Web Ball.
Reality Stone.
Web Ball.
Reality Stone.
Web Ball.
Reality
Web
Stone.
Ball.
Reality
Web
Stone.
Ball. So cool.
Did I send you that picture, which is, it's like the derpy Spider-Man looking at, like, a flowchart of, how to use the Reality Stone? It's like, start match. Go in neutral? No. Reality Stone. Yes. Got a hit? Confirm? No. Reality Stone. Yeah, everything loops back to it.
It's just no Reality Stone. No Reality Stone.
Because that's the bullshit part.
Stone.
The bullshit part about it. It doesn't go away if you're hit. Mm-hmm. It's a combo breaker essentially.
It's a free projectile that will end combos. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Yeah, Reality Stone's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, what's crazy about the more crazy thing is that if you use your stone's ability, tag in someone else, and use it again, you could get 2 of them.
Okay, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's too much.
That works for all the stones, by the way. So you get 2 juggles, 2 air dashes, 2 pulls.
Oh my sweet Jesus!
2 health drains.
That's crazy.
It's nuts. And I've been seeing that online a lot recently, and it's
Reality Stone gimmicks.
Yeah, it's
that's insane.
It is crazy. I won't deny it. But no. Here's what I wanted to. Okay, we gotta drop the cool stuff now.
Okay. We gotta talk about what I think we're gonna talk about.
No, the problems that have been happening over the past weeks.
Okay.
So 3 weeks, and the day the game came out, they released the Monster Hunter trailer, the Monster Hunter character trailer for DLC.
Right.
And I will admit, she looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And I look into the stuff, and she does. And if you look, and for a Monster Hunter fan, I have noticed she is extremely faithful to the Monster Hunter games.
That's amazing. That's really good.
All the stuff she does is incredibly accurate, to the point where they must have put more effort into her than the rest of the game.
That's unbelievable. And the sad part is it's DLC. Like,
yeah,
they took time with her. I don't know what happened with everyone else.
But here's the crazy part, is that when you look into the little nuances that she has all the weapons. I'm probably gonna screw these up. Sorry, Saul. But you got the great sword, the big ass sword,
mm-hmm.
dual blades, bow and arrow. What else? There's like, at least those are the ones I remember from looking at her trailer, because she has 5 supers, by the way. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. What?
That's awesome.
Did I show you the trailer?
I've seen it.
Did you see the one where she does a super and she has the great sword holding it back?
Yeah.
And both Thanos and Jenna are like attacking her, and she has like 10 hits of armor on it.
That's ridiculous. God damn.
It's that stuff that no one else really has, unless you really count Thanos with the the overhead he has.
Mm-hmm.
That is like only 3 hits of armor.
From what I'm getting from this is just a guess. Kind of a guesstimate, but I'm gonna assume that Monster Hunter is gonna be pretty OP when she first comes out.
Probably.
She's probably gonna be really fucking
Shame I'm
broken.
not gonna buy it.
Yeah, but this kind of thing happens in a lot of games where like the expansions are really overpowered. One game that I've noticed this happens a lot, and this isn't a fighting game, and you don't play this game, but I've played this game for a while. I've been playing it, sparing it. What?
Call of Duty.
No, Rainbow Six Siege.
Close.
Yeah, close enough. Basically, whenever new characters come out for Rainbow Six Siege, you can get early access to them by paying for them. or you can get a ridiculous amount of in-game currency to buy just one of them, which is like 25,000 in-game currency, which is a lot, because you only get like 200 for winning a game. You get 100 if you lose a game. But the ridiculous part is every time a new character comes out, their guns are so fucking ridiculous. Like, the second group of characters to come out, there was a defensive character who had a fucking sniper shotgun. It was ridiculous. And then out of nowhere, new characters came out, and once those new characters were out, they nerfed the fuck out of the old ones. It doesn't make sense. So they purposefully, I guess a lot of game designers like to purposefully make the new characters overpowered. I feel like it's almost intentional at this point.
It's most of the time because probably new gimmicks are being introduced.
Yeah.
That's also a thing in game design where you're introducing like a new gameplay mechanic.
And it ends up...
KI is a good example. A lot of people left KI competitively because they kept adding on so many new mechanics per season. Like by season 3, they added this new mechanic called stagger. And what that was is that if certain moves were able to like have a huge hit stun window. Like they've been hit stun so long you can do like crazy shit. And a lot of pro players, even including myself, found it was getting too ridiculous because after every season, it was like learning a whole new game. I'm fine with that. But by the 3rd season, it's like, what? Because you come back, especially for me, because I didn't come back to KI until like mid-season 3. And I just felt the game was getting ridiculous. I still love the game. I think we should play it on Combo Junkies. But it's ridiculous now, and it's sad that it came out on Steam recently, and I feel it's not going to get the attention it deserves. Like Total Biscuit actually released a video on him playing KI, and he notices on the menu it plays the KI theme per note when you move, and it goes, "Holy shit! It does that!" And I'm like, I know you're late. I know you're late to the party, but yes, it's that cool. Sound design.
Jesus. That's awesome.
But yeah, Monster Hunter is... I'm tempted.
But
I can't.
Don't do it, Sam.
She's $8.
For one fucking character.
Yeah.
$8?
Yep.
That's bullshit. How much is the season pass?
30.
And does it give you Monster Hunter?
Yeah, it does. How
many characters does it give you?
Well, they said on October 17th, her, Black Panther, and Sigma all come out at once.
Okay. Now, are they going to be pieces of shit and release multiple season passes?
If they do that,
Because, again, back to Rainbow Six. They fucking did that. They did 2 season passes. They're on their 2nd season right now. It's fucked up.
Even Injustice 2, probably one of the greatest fighting games now, has probably... Okay, people hate on DLC a lot. Because there's a bad practice when you do it wrong. But Injustice 2 is a good example of doing it right, because they wait until the game is done, and then they make the DLC. They wait, like Mortal Kombat X. Ed Boon posted on his Twitter, like, on February of 2015, he said the game has gone gold, which means it's done, and they're working on the DLC. That's how you do it. So
right.
they had 2 whole months to polish up the game in case there was any bugs. That's how you do it. And Capcom's like, should we release it in September? Yeah, let's fuck it.
Just release September. I think they were too fucking stoked to work on these new fucking characters. Or to the point where they decided they didn't really care and they just wanted the game to come out. So like, fuck it, we'll release these characters as DLC.
Yeah.
And just to make an extra buck. I don't know, it almost seems greedy.
Here's the thing, and here's where the sad part comes in. It's not selling great.
The DLC?
No, well, the game in general.
Well, the game, yeah, both.
Well, on the UK sales charts, you can see that it's being topped by Knack 2.
Are you fucking serious? Knack 2, baby!
Knack 2, baby!
Oh, it's the best game in the world!
The day when Knack tops Marvel, you know something's wrong.
Oh my, are you fucking serious?
I think Knack was at like 20 and Marvel was at 60.
Oh my fucking god.
Knack 2 is a great game, by the way.
Yeah, but you know how many people fucking hate Knack?
That's because they're assholes.
Like, how the fuck did that happen?
Well, I can understand why they hate it, because Knack 1 was an average game.
Capcom.
Knack 2 is a pure-ass action game.
Capcom, what did you do?
Yeah, it's
Oh my...
not selling that great compared to Marvel 3. And vanilla Marvel 3 didn't sell that hot either, to my knowledge. No. Marvel 3 sold exceptionally well. Ultimate Marvel 3 didn't sell that great.
How did... Well, I already know how it went. I was about to ask, how did Lawbreakers do compared to Marvel? Because I know they fucked up. They released
that
it, like...
game is tanking hella hard.
It's still tanking. It hasn't stopped going down.
It's
almost impossible to
You
find
hate
matches
for me.
with
You
it.
hate me for this, but I do think that game's not great.
The gameplay, it's exciting. It's really fast and fluent.
Yeah, but it's meant to be team-based, and yet there's no teamwork whatsoever.
Yeah, they want... It's like, do you want us to work together, or do you not want us to work together? The abilities that the characters have let you do your own fucking thing. It's like everyone is a fucking offensive hero in Overwatch or something like that. They even have a healing character that people use offensively. Because they just didn't really think about balancing.
That's when you know your game design is flawed and there's something wrong.
Yeah. One thing, the fucking developer of that game was a total douchebag.
Well, Cliff Bleszinski
He's
is a douchebag.
He acted
He's a funny douchebag.
every fucking
but
interview,
he gloated so much.
Yeah, every interview about Lawbreakers, he was the biggest douchebag ever. He was being such...
Okay, last thing about Lawbreakers, because we really
yeah, we need to talk about more. I was just saying I wanted to compare how it did, because it
Yeah.
came out in like the summer, which is a terrible idea. Not a good time to release games. And just fucking tanked right after that.
No, I will always love how I think it was the PC gaming show at E3. Cliff came out and was saying like, oh, these companies do like stupid beta tests like 2 months before the game comes out when nothing really changes, and then he announced his beta date was like 2 months before release.
Yeah, I remember that. That was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. When he just
God.
said, you know.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. He thought he was so on top of everyone and so much better, and his game was going to be the next big fucking thing, but nope.
It's dumb. It's dumb.
Can't. You
Bad.
need more time. Take more time next time and figure out when and how to release your games.
Yeah, but
Back to Marvel!
yeah, Marvel not selling too great, unfortunately.
That is...
You want to know why? I have said this in a Frame Data video, because presentation is what sells fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
And what does Marvel Infinite not have?
Presentation.
Yeah.
The outside, that game looks like a flaming pile of dog shit. I'm like... Marvel looks like fucking garbage if you're just looking at it.
Like when the day Knack 2 looks better than Marvel Infinite, something's wrong.
God, where have you been? God called in sick today.
No, it's... The game looks, I will agree, looks rough in some angles, but when the game is running in motion, like, you're doing stuff with Dante. He looks awesome in motion, doing all the combos.
Yeah.
And then when you see his cocaine face on the windscreen, you're like...
Hey, Rocket.
Then you're reminded, what happened?
Yeah, it's real fucked up. Character design, most of the characters just look plain out wrong.
There are only a few that look okay.
Yeah.
Like,
and the sad part is they're like the alien characters or like the robot characters.
Strider.
Strider looks good, but you can't even see his fucking face really.
Well, that's his whole design.
That's what makes him like. That's the funny part. Any character that like you could see their face, they look a little fucked up in that game.
Well, Captain Marvel actually looks fine.
Captain Marvel looks fine. I think she's one of the only ones that...
Gamora has puffy eyes.
Gamora has huge eyes for some reason.
I don't know. There's something weird about her face that look...
They, like, took Chun-Li's old face and just threw it at Gamora.
No, I mean, like, I look at her
green.
eyes, and they pop way more than they should.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe.
It's weird.
No, I don't know. But here's the part that really bugged me. So, this was this week. They released the trailer for Black Panther and Sigma
Really?
DLC.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, they look awesome.
Of course they do.
Black Panther looks
look
like a
overpowered?
better Sabretooth. He takes a move from Sabretooth.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And Sigma is doing all this crazy teleport horse crap. And his level 3 is a better penance stare than Ghost Rider. Yeah, Sigma's level 3. Sigma's level 3. He grabs you, And he does the way he kills Zero in X4, I believe. Which is he grabs you, takes you into like a digital dimension thing, and clones of Sigma start to beat you up with swords, and then they stab you through this chest. And it looks awesome.
Oh my god.
But it happens in his mind's eye, which is the whole thing. And it looks awesome. And Black Panther goes nuts with the Panther God.
Awesome, I love it. Just
Unfortunately, you're gonna have to pay $16 for the both of them.
oh my fucking god. So hold on, you get so hold on. With this $30 season pass, you can confirm that you're going to get Black Panther, Monster Hunter, and Sigma.
In the season pass, it's 6 characters, and that's
6 characters.
It's Black Panther, Sigma, Monster Hunter, Winter Soldier, Black Widow, and Venom.
Okay.
Notice how there's 4 Marvel characters and only 2 Capcom?
That's fucking weird.
It's really weird.
Okay, so you save about $12 off that. Or no, more than that. Sorry.
No. It would cost $12 more if you were to buy all of them separately than buy the season pass, which is still fucking stupid. But here's the kicker. I did some digging and found some stuff that several interviews with the Capcom staff and all that. Holy crap, I have a story. So,
go ahead.
You were not there when we watched PSX 2016.
Sadly.
Before Hype Labs was a thing.
Uh-huh.
When I wish my reaction was recorded because it was like one of the best days of my life on that year.
Marvel Infinite's first reveal.
Because it was like a new Marvel game that hasn't happened in like 5 years during that time. And what I didn't know till now, Marvel had this, because Marvel Games was like had this whole license thing for a while where you can't make a game with our property unless you have this certain license and all that, and you have to pay the license fee and all that crazy stuff.
All that crazy shit.
Yeah, and they changed it so you don't need to buy these crazy licenses anymore. Just ask what you want to take, and then you can take it to make your game. Now, as soon as Marvel Games announced they're going to do that, when the Spider-Man game was announced and all that, Capcom immediately jumped on the bandwagon on that, and development didn't start until October of last year. 2 months before PSX happened. It was in the early concept phase in like September, but development didn't start till October. So think about that. It was only in development for almost like half a year. I would say like 70-80% of a year. And compared to Street Fighter V's development, which was almost 2 years, and that game didn't fall very soon either.
Nope.
But and you can tell it was a rushed job. And
It was.
Where's the budget? Where do you think the budget went?
I really don't fucking know.
I know.
What did it go into?
You want to know?
I want to know.
It's gonna piss you off.
The story mode, huh?
No.
Like all those shit writers.
Take one guess.
Okay.
Like another guess.
Okay, so story. It's not the shit. It's not those shit writers for the story.
No.
It's.
No, you can't. You don't know?
3D modeling. What?
Because they reused the. No, the budget for Marvel Infinite, half of it went into DLC plans for Street Fighter V.
Wait, for a different fucking game? So the budget for one game went to a different game.
So here's how it happened. After PSX announcement,
fuck Street Fighter V.
In January,
in the trash.
In January, actually development was fine. It was all going good, and I don't know how, but for some reason they decided, let's take half of this game's budget and put it into the Street Fighter V DLC budget. So we got one cool character for Street Fighter V out of Marvel Infinite's budget. And of course I'm talking about Minat.
Minat, badass.
As well as Abigail. Yeah, half of Marvel Infinite's budget went into Street Fighter V DLC characters. And their whole DLC plan.
They fucked up so bad.
Yes. Almost a whole year of budget went into that. Think about that. Think about how much that affects the game.
Marvel Infinite could have been so much better.
And it perfectly explains why they reused so many characters from Marvel 3, like Spencer, Arthur,
They didn't have
Hulk,
enough.
Thor.
They couldn't bring new characters in.
Why do you think there's only 2 new Capcom characters out of the Capcom side, that being X and Jeddah? Because they didn't have a budget. And out of the Marvel side, that's Gamora, Captain Marvel, Thanos, Ultron.
Bunch of new Marvel characters.
Yeah, you have a bunch of new Marvel characters, but only 2 new Capcom out of that whole list.
Fucked right up.
And when I heard this, it was like really depressing, seeing that development was really cut short because of that. And when you look at Street Fighter V's DLC, it's like Abigail's trash in that game, but Minette is really cool looking. And it's like, this is where the Marvel game went. Yep. What?
Into 2 new characters for a game that people have honestly forgotten about.
Yeah.
No,
here's the thing.
No one really
here's
talks
the
about
thing.
Street Fighter V anymore.
Street Fighter 5 now isn't a bad game. It's gotten the content it needed. Even by now, it doesn't have an arcade mode, but I'll get to that later. It doesn't have an arcade mode and all that.
No, it's bad.
But it got the story mode. It has more characters and stuff. And what bugs me is that the characters of Street Fighter 5 are technically free. You just need to grind it out. It's a bit ridiculous.
Right.
We had a dream. Our 2 diseased realities united to form a single perfect universe. Will you not bow before your god?
You are no god.
So yeah, Street Fighter 5 budget.
I don't know. Street Fighter 5 is just, I don't think it matters anymore. They just need to stop. Where it is now, I think it's fine. Just let it be a thing.
Like, it was ridiculous. But yeah, the budget, almost half of it went to Marvel, and it just ruined from there.
That's really fucked up.
I didn't believe that at first. But it gets worse than that. So, we enter summer period, E3 period, and the whole debacle, there were people being interviewed from Capcom USA who were localizing it and providing the voice acting and stuff. They were actually in charge of the modeling, which kind of makes sense, which is bizarre to me because Capcom USA has a fighting game division now a year ago, and it's weird to me. And you remember on the credits on the story mode, we saw like 15 different companies that were outsourced?
Yeah.
It perfectly makes sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's...
You obviously didn't have the staff, and that's why they had to get like Capcom USA guys to do it.
I don't know, wrong... There was just so many mistakes that could have been easily avoided.
Yeah.
And that's why Marvel Infinite is just so bad on the outside.
But what's the crazy thing about this is that they let Chun-Li's face being bad and all that, and they weren't going to fix that until the whole backlash with the memes and all that.
Yeah.
Then they realized, yeah, we need to fix this.
Yeah.
So if that whole backlash didn't happen on like how the game looks, that face wouldn't have been fixed.
That would have been in the game. That would have been real.
Would have been funny looking, but too bad we still got the stupid Chun-Li voice acting.
Yep. No, don't got money to bring that person back in and do more voice lines.
No.
So, here's some more garbage.
But here's the big thing. The very big thing. So, it's pretty much confirmed at this point, and this really did piss me off a little bit, that Black Panther and the Monster Hunter were in the game. And then they were segregated. But think about it. This makes sense. Because I wasn't the only one that thought that whole Valkanda part was really short. It really felt like you were meant to play as Black Panther and Monster Hunter in that
They probably cut
section.
a whole scene out.
Exactly.
They just said, no, you can't do that because you need to release DLC. Well, we don't have time to make DLC characters. Take some of the characters out and make them DLC. Like, that's so screwed up.
Because think about it. It was only 3 fights in that whole section. The first section was fighting the Hulk. The second section was Jobber Bots. And then the Duran Moran fight.
Mm-hmm.
Duran Moran. I can't say it right.
Duran.
So many different pronunciations. But yeah. It felt like there was meant to be 1 more or 2 more fights in there. With them in the game.
That whole time I was like, oh shit, are you about to fight this like Black Panther? Oh shit, are you about to play as Monster Hunter? Nope. You gotta skip all that shit.
No, it would have made perfect sense. It's like, damn. It
just so much greed involved in this.
This isn't the first time they've done something like this.
Yeah, but god damn, that ain't fucked up.
I didn't believe it at first. Like, I thought this was just some sick joke until...
Nope.
Oh, look. It's freaking Black Panther Monster Hunter's DLC. LOL!
Oh, that's just really upsetting.
And when you look at I'll have to show you the trailers.
I love Black
I'll have to
Panther.
show you the trailer, or you can look at it now. Like, look it up! Just look it up right now. Just put it on silent, and just look at it right now. And you will see that both of them look way better, more polished than the rest of the cast. Like, you'll notice that some animations on both Black Panther and Sigma look more polished.
That one? The top one?
Than everything else. Yes. Yeah, put that on silent so the mic doesn't catch it.
Oh, fuck.
But yeah, you'll notice that everything, it looks a little more polished.
Mm-hmm.
They look smoother. It really does look like Black Panther, especially. It looks like his whole move list was pretty much completed. And then they realized, well, we need to find a way to make DLC, so let's just push them back. And especially Sigma, because look at that. Look at all those new animations and all the crazy horseshit he's doing. There's no supers like that.
That looked so fucking amazing.
Yeah.
These are like the only characters that can do some shit like this.
Yeah, for those they can't see this, but Sigma has a super where he does a laser in the air and a huge, really good looking, by the way, explosion effect happens, and nothing looks like that. Here's the level 3. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, this is awesome.
Better pendants there than Ghost Riders. It's ridiculous. And you're about to see the freaking character pass thing. October 17th. That shit makes you depressed, man. Now, here's the really funny part. Is that, remember what I was saying, the Street Fighter budget?
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, Capcom announced Street Fighter V Arcade Edition. Now, here's where I think the marble sales went to.
Oh!
Look, all this is this is coming out in January, and all the Arcade Edition gives you an Arcade Edition, an extra mode with like a bunch of stuff, and for people that buy this, get it's gonna be a free update as well for people that already own it, which is good.
Good.
And it comes with a UI overhaul. You need to look that up too. And new V triggers for everybody. So new like instinct modes and stuff.
That's fine.
But for people that buy the Arcade Edition, they get all the DLC Season 1 and 2 characters. But for people that already own the game, still have to pay up / grind it out. Which is a bit acceptable. But the Street Fighter V Arcade Edition is only $40 if you bought the disc. But the update itself will be free.
Okay.
But watching the trailer made me think, this is really where Marvel Infinite's budget is going. Because it's simple to just make a shader for Marvel Infinite saying, I really want Capcom to be like, oh, we're sorry guys, here's like free characters and it's just a thing that makes the game look better.
That would improve Marvel's Capcom Infinite. It's just, they've been making a series of mistakes. Like, in the game's development, it was just mistake after mistake after mistake designing the game. The game comes out. They've learned, oh, fuck, our game's not selling that well. Fuck it, make more mistakes. It's just, they aren't learning anything.
You know what would have been the perfect way to do this? What would have made this the perfect thing to, like, apologize for? And the fact that, okay, how cool would it be if the game like we still had like the terrible graphics and the funky faces and all that, it would have been a good move on them if they realized this ahead of time. They could have just made Marvel Infinite a platform and just added new characters for free every now and then. That is how they should have done it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, that's amazing. That's a great idea.
yeah, I can't believe I thought of that and they didn't. It's like every so often add 2 new characters to freshen up the roster, even a stage or 2.
Yeah.
To make the game last longer for free, and that would encourage people to get the game and come back to it. That is almost exactly what KI did.
That's how you keep a player base.
Yeah, that's almost exactly what Killer Instinct did per season, because it was free to play and it had rotating characters, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna play this character, and then when that free character comes out of rotation, you're like, man, I want to buy that character. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a different way of handling it, but
it's a good way of handling it.
I mean, get rid of the whole fact that you have to pay for them. Just make all the characters free when they come out.
Yeah.
Even for a limited time. Like what Skullgirls does. That would have worked. But no. Fuck you, give me money.
That's all that matters to Capcom. It's fucked right up.
I don't think they realize how to properly make a fighting game anymore.
Nope.
Because it's like after hearing all the news and all this, my overall feelings on it, I'm still having fun with the game.
Yeah,
I'm still going to be publishing videos of me playing online, because that game is hella fun online. The netcode is fantastic, and it's
which is great. That's a good thing.
But it's like every now and then I'm going to remember, man, I can't play my boy Venom because I have to suck up $8. I might do that because if Venom looks that cool,
just gotta wait to see Venom.
If the day's gonna come when there's gonna be a Sam Reacts video of Venom, and he's gonna look super good, and I'm gonna freak out, and then I have a freaking crisis on like, do I suck up $8? And then I do, and then the roster's gonna be really unbalanced with one extra Marvel character, and be like, fuck!
To buy all these ones!
And then I have to buy this one.
Or they'll pull like a Mortal Kombat X and they'll put the characters on the roster, but they won't be highlighted. They'll just be dark.
That's the most... But since you only bought the one, it's highlighted and you're like...
It's like, all highlighted, and then there's just one little guy right here. In a sea of dark faces, and it's like... oh my.
God, because Venom and Strider was my team in the original Marvel, and it'd be awesome to do it again, but I have to suck up $8 additional dollars. How do you feel now that you know more about the development?
I'm really just pissed off. It makes me dislike the game more, which I don't like doing. Well,
you hate the practices. You don't hate the gameplay. The
gameplay, I've had fun. The matches I've played were a lot of fun. I even almost convinced myself to buy the game, but I don't think right now, for me personally, that game's not worth $60 for me.
$20.
Yep.
Season pass for $30, and then
there's my $50. You're welcome, Capcom. Oh my god.
Should have done that.
Honestly, release the game for $20. If you're gonna make them pay for DLC, make the game cheaper. Oh my god.
But yeah, that's how you feel about it.
It makes me dislike the game and the practices more, and it just makes me dislike the company more, which is really upsetting. But
it's really like, oh my
it's
god.
like it's almost like the Valve situation where Valve doesn't give a fuck anymore. They used to be this great company that released games that people love. They've made some of the best games of all time. Like Portal and Portal 2 are my fucking favorite games. I fucking love Portal. Half-Life, amazing. Left 4 Dead, pretty fun. What the fuck are they doing now? They're making all their money from other developers on Steam.
In my hands, it's worse because your favorite games are getting sequels. Mine are, and they're treating like shit.
Honestly, but to be honest about that, I don't want a Portal 3. No more Portal. Because I love the story of Portal and the gameplay.
Well, Valve can't count to 3 anyway.
Can't count to 3. The ending of Portal 2 was so perfect. It was the literal last words of the game are, it's been fun. Don't come back. Like,
Well, they'll probably
get the fuck out.
They'll probably do a spin-off of Wheatley or something.
I mean, yeah, probably. And then, to keep the game fresh, they added the whole players create their own puzzles thing, which works super well. And I've played player-created puzzles. Sometimes it's almost like Mario Maker. Like, oh, you gotta dig through piles of shit to find a good one. But they do it right. Nintendo, take notes. They let you play, like, the top-rated ones in, like, a spree of awesomeness. Like, here, we'll make an automatic playlist for you of all these good rated levels from the last few months. That's how you do, like, player-created level games.
Mm-hmm.
Because, how Mario Maker has, like, the whole, like, level code to find specific fucking levels.
Oh, yeah.
Garbage.
Garbage.
Fuck, it's terrible. It's fucking terrible. Like, I saw someone play this level, I'm like, oh, fuck, I want to see this level. I want to play it myself. How... He didn't put the friend code. Where's the code? Where's the fucking code? Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
But isn't the code like 25 digits?
It's huge, yeah. It's like 25.
See, they could have had that. Like, I can understand why, because there's so many levels and they have to segregate it with a code. But they could have had that as well as manual search.
Nintendo, they don't understand, like, marketing. They don't understand... On some occasion, they don't understand, like, online... Well, not on some occasion. Most occasions, they don't understand how to run online services. They don't fucking understand business practice. They understand how to make video games, though. And that's it. Oh, my.
Man, Nintendo and Capcom will work really well together. Can't wait to see that Nintendo X Capcom game.
One day!
That's heavily rumored as well, by the way.
Really? Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
Nintendo versus Capcom on Switch. I want to see that for how stupid it would be to see Mario fight Dante. Stupid cartoony Mario versus, like, hella realistic Dante.
The funny
How
part is,
stupid
like,
would that
Dante
be?
is, like, 5 feet tall. Mario's, like, 3 feet tall. That's the funny part. It'd be like watching Salty Bet. You get that tiny little 1 pixel character versus, like, fucking octopus monster.
I bet that game would be fun as well. It's just I can't see like Mario fighting against like Virgil or
that's ridiculous.
It's apparently heavily rumored.
That's honest. It's kind of upsetting, honestly. Oh man.
Oh my goodness, but yeah, the Marvel
Capcom, they fucked up.
But here's the thing though, will Dragon Ball save us?
When's Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
Is that still on the hype?
Well, pretty much.
I mean, the beta was very well received, from what I've heard. People did some crazy shit. Like you were saying, Guilty Gear, a little bit less on the complication now. A little more accessible.
It's Guilty Gear mixed with Marvel 3. Shut up, phone! Continue.
But yeah, and from what I saw in the gameplay, holy fuck, that game looks awesome.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I don't get that excited for a fighting game that often.
Should pop up Guilty Gear right after this.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god!
No. But
Power factor.
yes, it's the only problem with Dragon Ball is that it's lacking in mechanics right now. There's nothing that's... The only real mechanics that it has is the Dragon Rush, which is the command grab that launches you up, and the instant teleports.
Mm-hmm.
But they did add a new mechanic that hasn't been revealed yet, and there's this bar that's in this like bottom center. And it has all the Dragon Balls on it. Mm-hmm. And it seems like you collect them and something happens when you get all of them.
That sounds epic.
I don't know, but they haven't said what it is yet. But they said it's... People are saying it looks to be the X factor of the game. Like the comeback mechanic.
Alright.
Like
That's awesome.
I'm not saying every fighting game needs a comeback mechanic, but it's nice to have it. So
yeah, it makes things interesting. Like, you showed me that one video where you were playing online and you lost 2 characters... Marvel 3. You lost both your characters. You lost Dante and Virgil. And you pulled out the boy Strider with level 3 X Factor. And that's one of the greatest things I've ever fucking seen in a fighting game. Comeback
imagine
mechanics.
that when you do that with X-23.
Ah!
God, I shouldn't even said that, because now that just makes you mad.
Where is she? I swear to fucking God, if they reveal, like, any X-Men characters as DLC, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Like... That's to be expected. Like, how cool would it be just be like, Capcom be like, at PSX 2017, they're gonna be like, oh, sorry guys, we fucked up. Here's 10 characters for free. Here, you got Virgil, Cyclops, Wolverine, Psylocke, everybody. For free.
You know what I'm still
Wesker!
You know what I'm still hoping happens? And I found out a few people actually really hope this happens too. Even my brother came up to me and said, this character would have been better than almost anyone on the list. And I was like, who? He said Jack Baker. Jack Baker would be so cool! You put him in your list, didn't you?
No, you're probably thinking Maximilian's list.
Maximilian's list, yeah.
No, my list was Nero from Devil May Cry 4,
Mhm.
Regina from Dino Crisis, Asuna from Asuda's Wrath, Falcon from Power Stone, and Jean from God Hand.
Right.
I would flip my shit if Jean popped up again. He hasn't been in a Capcom game since 2005.
Where is he, Capcom?
That's a game we should LP on the channel. God Hand.
Oh, boy.
It's hard as hell, but it's really good. It's more complex than No May Cry.
That's
It's
unbelievable.
very hard. God, it's... Every time I talk about, like... Even if someone mentions Gambit, it pisses me off, because it's like, shut up!
You don't even know. Oh, my. Well, is that it? Is that all we got? We got a few more things?
I got a bit more.
Alright, let's keep going.
Because it's like, what? Because it's still on back on the Dragon Ball subject. What would happen if when that game comes out and that tanks? That doesn't, like, the smallest chance it isn't good.
I honestly, oh my, that would be so devastating. Like, that would destroy people. Our Kappa would lose their mind. Kappa would go fucking
There'd be people
mad.
like, told you so.
Oh yeah, Kappa, they'd immediately turn on their word. They'd be like, I knew it'd be garbage.
Yeah.
When like a week ago he said, I'm so hyped for Dragon Ball. Oh my.
Your Cappians be coming for this podcast.
Kappa, come at me, motherfucker.
Can I offer you an egg in this trying time?
Oh Jesus. But I honestly don't know what'll happen. I think honestly, a few people would just stop playing fighting games. You'd be like, you know what? I'm fucking done. There's no good fighting games anymore.
Because Arc System Works seems to be like what old Capcom, seems to be what Capcom wants to be, is their old self. Because they have... Arc System Works is working on 3 games. They're working on Dragon Ball, they're working on BlazBlue Cross Tag, which is like their new crossover. So that covers 2v2. And as well as they're doing updates for their current BlazBlue game.
Right.
So they're technically working on 3 games. And that's crazy.
That's unbelievable.
It's like, oh my god. I'm gonna get Dragon Ball when that comes out.
Definitely.
Probably not BlazBlue Cross Tag because I don't like BlazBlue, but maybe because Ruby's in it.
Ruby!
They're actually gonna add 7 Ruby characters. They confirmed that.
Are you fucking serious? I might have to get that game. I love Ruby.
Yeah, buy it for Ruby. Then you realize how complex the gameplay is, and you're like, what do I do?
I don't know why I bought this.
Yeah, get Damien in here and be like, don't you do this?
And then it just fucking one hits everything. And I'm just like, Damien!
He loves BlazBlue. Anyway. I'll never forget the day me and him were like comparing like touch to death combos from Guilty Gear and BlazBlue that one time when we were just really bored.
Oh my.
But the final point is this is the 3rd time a fighting game for Capcom has kind of tanked, and that being the first one was Cross Tekken,
Right.
and then Street Fighter 5, and then now this. So,
and those are all, I shouldn't say fairly recent. Street Fighter Tekken's kind of...
Well, Cross Tekken was in 2012.
Right. Okay, so in the last, 5 years, they've been releasing fucked up fighting games.
Mm-hmm. But I think I want them to do something to Marvel like they did with Cross Tekken. Now, Cross Tekken was a bad game when it came out.
Right.
But a year later, they had this huge update called it was just version 2013, and it fixed a lot of the problems. It didn't fix the gem system and all the crap that was going on, but it addressed a lot of problems, and the game is actually kind of fun.
That's good.
I want them to do something like that with Marvel. Again, release a bunch of free characters and maybe fix the graphics. Shouldn't be that hard to just apply a shader. Because you notice that there's no shading at all. Everything's just bright.
Right.
Which I noticed. But yeah, it's I want them to do something like that where they feel apologetic and they're
they polish up the game
a
little better.
I wouldn't flip my shit over this. I'd be like, fucking knew it. And if the PSX they said, alright, sorry guys, everything is gonna be free, I'd be hype about it and then be like, fuck you.
Yep. Oh my.
See, that
Okay.
would encourage you to buy the game.
Oh yeah, if everything, all the extra characters and all that shit was gonna be free, yeah, toss that game my way.
Pulling over. I think they should look at what Overwatch is doing. Everything post-launch is free.
Yep. You get the game, anything new they add, it's yours. It's
Apply-
just into the game.
Apply that concept to a different genre of game.
It works.
Like a fighting game.
It works. It's unbelievable.
Because Overwatch still has like one of the biggest player bases
It's
ever.
keeps going up.
And it's gonna get bigger with the freaking Halloween event next
Halloween events
next
coming, player spike's about to go.
If you actually look at the player base on I forget what the website is. It's not Steam Spy, it's something else. You notice that the player base spikes whenever an event comes up, but it's funny because it ranges from like 1 million to 2, and then boom, 8 million when an event comes up.
Because people are like, oh, because there are those people that don't play Overwatch that much. They're like fans and they played for a long time, but they're kind of, getting into other things. Sometimes I do that. I stop playing Overwatch for a while, and then an event comes and I'll like play for a week and then put it back down.
Yeah.
Just because, I need to do something else. But I always find myself coming back to Overwatch after a while. Like the Summer Games event threw me right back in. Because Lucio Ball!
We gotta get our boxes this week too before next week.
Oh shit, yeah.
The Halloween event.
You're right.
I'm gonna get all of them as possible. I'm at 38 right now.
Oh no.
It's creeping up on me. And it's gonna do it again.
The season's gonna end at the end of the event.
But the point is I wanted to do something really apologetic that would work. Because
something. Okay, well, say they do that and they make the characters free. They make everything that's going to be new free. What about the people that already paid for the new characters?
Well, it's easy. You just refund it.
Okay, I guess so.
You can do that. You have the power as a company to do that.
Refund.
Yeah. It will cost you back a lot of money.
But
if you announce the characters are going to be all post-launch stuff is going to be free, that will earn you back your money.
Right.
Because that does cost a lot to say to Sony and Xbox, can we refund their people the money?
Mm-hmm. But would Capcom do that?
It's a really small chance.
Yeah, from the selfishness that we've learned of.
Considering how poorly the game is doing and the flack it's getting, there is a chance that might happen. But it's a small chance. Don't take this from me. It's a small ass chance.
It is. I agree.
It's small. But
we can hope.
Yeah, but the point is, what's going to happen to the future of Capcom Fighters specifically? This is the third fighting game that's kind of tanked a little bit.
If their fourth fighting game, if they come out, I mean, a lot of Capcom fans have already said, you know what, fuck it, I'm not a fan anymore. But I feel like if they fuck up again, they're really gonna. This is a big fuck up.
Yeah,
but
all their money's riding on freaking Monster Hunter World on January.
Pretty much, yeah.
If that game doesn't,
which I'm excited for.
I doubt that game will be bad, but if that doesn't do well,
Capcom's gonna be in the cat box.
Arcappa.
The Arcappa box.
The Arcappa Shane Cube.
Kappa Shane Cube.
Space Stone.
Oh god, they put themselves.
We need to apply the Reality Stone on Capcom.
They put themselves in the stone.
Release these characters for free. Reality Stone.
Oh wow.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
But here's some history for you. So, Capcom SNK 2 2001. Probably one of the best fighting games ever made. And almost, I think this was a year or two later, they released a game called Capcom Fighting Jam, also known as Capcom Fighting Evolution. And that tanked really hard. And almost 7 to 6 years were no new Capcom fighting games until 2007, when Street Fighter 4 happened. And that revolutionized fighting games. And then MK9 happened. That revolutionized fighting games further. And now we're in the era we are in now. But that was almost a 6 to 7 year dip without anything from Capcom. And it's probably going to happen again.
Yeah. It's going to be a long time until we hear from Capcom again.
Yeah, so...
Unless Monster Hunter does really well.
Well, anything fighting game related from Capcom.
Right.
It's been a while since a Capcom Fighting Dark Age. That's what it's called, the Capcom Fighting Dark Ages. Because the last game was Fighting Evolution, and there was nothing new for a while until Street Fighter 4 was announced, and people were like, because all people had to chalk up with was the PS2 Mortal Kombat games, and then the occasional Guilty Gear, and whatever trashy ripoff came out. But it's probably going to happen again, and that's very sad.
Yep.
And I don't know if we'll get another new Marvel game, which is even sadder.
And I think if we do, it's going to be a really long time. Like, how long did you say it was since the last Marvel game?
5 years.
5 years?
Marvel 3 didn't come out to 2010.
At least double that, honestly. Like, holy crap.
Yeah, Marvel 2 to 3 was 10 years. Believe it or not.
It might even be more than 10 years in that case.
Because Marvel expects high standards when it comes to their products. And it probably didn't live up to their expectations. Both Marvel and Capcom can partially be blamed for this. Capcom for rushing this out the door like they did, and Marvel for pushing them to do the things they want them to do, like no X-Men and all that. Hell, Marvel didn't even support them with the budget. It was all on Capcom.
You know, it's funny that they didn't put any X-Men in the game, considering that just a little bit ago, Logan happened.
No one will remember the X-Men characters. Fucking Logan!
Logan just happened. Put Wolverine in the game, especially Wolverine. That's a perfect time to put X-23 in the game because everyone just learned about this new character, Laura. Fucking...
Here's the thing, though, and this is kind of a thing, is putting Wolverine in Marvel Infinite would act as self-promotion for Logan. And since Marvel doesn't have the film rights to Fox, they don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That is a thing, and it's a subconscious thing, and it is a marketing thing, which is why Gamora and Rocket are in it, because Guardians 2, Thanos because of Infinity War, Ultron because Age of Ultron. But if Wolverine was added in there, he's not in there because of a Marvel movie. He's in there because of Logan.
Yeah, that's true. I always forget that it's fucking 20th Century Fox out here.
Why do you think Marvel's trying to rule out the X-Men for Inhumans? Hell, they didn't even put an Inhuman in Marvel Infinite. They could have put Black Bolt in it. You know what Black Bolt is, right?
Black Bolt's fucking...
He's fucking cool. And
Black Bolt's fucking amazing.
Like, the slightest is like a shock. It's like a...
Oh, I sneezed and destroyed half this universe.
Like, there's a scene like that in the new Inhumans TV show where he gets dropped to Earth and a bunch of cops are, like, tying him down. And he gets handcuffs on and he goes, ugh, and then the cop just goes, whoa!
Boom. Fucking Christ.
Like, but a quick note, Inhumans show, 6 out of 10. But I bet it'll get better. Anyway.
Get better.
Yeah. To wrap this up, I think it's gonna go into another fighting game Dark Age.
Yep.
Like another Capcom fighting Dark Age for a while.
It's gonna be a little bit before we get good fighting games. Basically, we're gonna ride NetherRealm out the door.
And Arc Systems.
And Arc Systems to the light. We have to ride them to the light until Capcom gets their shit together.
Yeah, because there's actually been a leak for MK11.
Really?
Did I tell you about it? Oh, I haven't told. You know, we can fit this in really fast.
All right, let's talk about MK11.
Like, just really fast.
Go ahead.
So, okay, take this with an extreme grain of salt.
Got it.
Okay? But this is coming from a reliable source who leaked most of MKX's details. So, according to this guy, it's going to come out in spring of 2019. Like all NetherRealm games usually do.
Right.
And we're going to get a trailer around E3 2018-ish. And the roster's going to have, if I remember correctly, 30 characters. What was it? I need to remember because this is really important. Basically, 80%... What was it? Okay, 17 are returning.
Okay.
But half of those 17 are new characters from the old 3D games. So, like MK4, Deadly Alliance, and Deception. And the rest are all new.
That's
brand
impressive.
spanking new.
That's impressive.
Yeah. But the big hitter is that the story is gonna take loose ends from Deception and Armageddon, because the story is gonna be about the main bad guy is gonna be Dark Raiden, if you remember from the end.
Yeah,
Because they're going that route again, and that means Onaga, the Dragon God, the Dragon King, is gonna come back. Do you like Onaga? Is that what you're doing?
Onaga's pretty cool. He's pretty fucking cool.
I hope they do that thing from MK Deception. Reptile's ending in Deadly Alliance was like, he found this egg, and then he became the vessel for Onaga.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
I hope they do that again.
Yep.
But I think what's cool is that this guy was like looking at details, and he saw that Dagon from Armageddon was on. You know who Taven and Dagon are?
Yeah, I think so.
They're the brothers that were meant to take down Blaze. And Dagon is on that list, as well as Onaga, Li Mei, and a lot more that I can't remember their names.
That's really cool.
Oh, and Kai. I would so love for Kai to come back. Kai's badass. But yeah, it's not much, but if Kai comes back, I'll be very happy.
NetherRealm save us from Capcom.
As much as I would like another Mortal Kombat game, because Mortal Kombat is my favorite fighting game franchise, I honestly want to see them doing something new.
Yeah.
I want to see them do something new.
Like a brand spanking new fighting game?
Yeah, something not Injustice 2, not Injustice 3 or Mortal Kombat 12. Something new. Like a brand new thing.
I would be impressed. They just shout out a new fighting game.
Like just good shit.
Good shit. A good shit fighting game. A 5-year development shit.
Yeah. Bring back freaking War Gods. Which was the prototype for MK4. Bring back War Gods.
Holy shit, yeah.
We should have a podcast of like, we should get like Mickey and Saul and just talk about bad fighting games. That would be funny.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Alright.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think we covered pretty much everything. Yeah. I mean, let you in on the... So, just to wrap... So, for, recap. Marvel's development rushed conspiracy. DLC budget went into Street Fighter V DLC. And Arcade Edition may be the cause.
Yep.
I want that game to tank just to be like, fuck.
Just so they know how hard they really fucked up.
Yeah.
They fucked up.
Yeah. Capcom's doing alright. Their fighting games are not. Which is the sad part, because that's like half of their whole thing.
Monster Hunter World has to be good. For them.
It has to be.
And
if it's not, then...
They really don't have a choice.
Unless Capcom announce it. I can see it now. BSX 2017, Devil May Cry 5. My head explodes. I can kill myself knowing that Devil May Cry 5 finally happened after 10 years.
As Sir Etika said himself, if you gave me another Devil May Cry, I will give you an orgasm.
I've been waiting 10 years for a new Devil May Cry, and if it happens, I'm gonna flip my ball sack in half.
That'd be insane. Oh my.
Devil May Cry game doesn't happen for like 10 years. I'm not counting the god awful, the stupid reboot, because that's not a Devil May Cry game.
We don't talk about that.
But yeah, that pretty much wraps things up.
Well, yay! If you enjoyed this social hub, let us know. If you have any interesting topics, recent events happening, let us know. Gaming recent events. Don't
anything interesting.
Shit. Yeah.
Like, I honestly couldn't... I wanted to bring the podcast back, but I couldn't think of anything until I realized, all this Marvel news happened.
Yeah. Found out all this crazy Marvel shit. It was a good idea. It was a good topic. It was a good one.
It was. Maybe... I want to do that bad fighting games thing now with, like...
Call Saul. Call me.
Yeah. Look at the phone right now.
Oh, my. Alright.
I'm gonna hit up Saul and Mickey right now.
Alright.
Let me,
we'll get them
hold up,
next time. Wait, are we calling them now?
Yeah, we're gonna type in Mickey's number. Hang on, let me actually turn it up so the mic can hear it. Hang on, just hold up. Alright, while I call Saul and Mickey, you guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Later, dudes. Hey, Saul, can I, you wanna hit up some, War Gods?